Hello and welcome back to Investing for Generations, your channel for high quality stock research for long-term value investors. And today I want to talk about Air Canada and I want to answer the question if Air Canada is still a buy after the stock took off in the last month from the lows and won around 50% to now $21.43 Canadian dollar. This is Canadian dollar chart. Of course, one of the reasons is the upcoming vaccines by Pfizer, Moderna, and also today AstraZeneca published that they are very close to a vaccine. And so in the last month, it rose a lot to now over 21 Canadian dollar. But of course, from the all-time highs at the beginning of the year or the end of last year of over $50, it's way to go, and there is still a lot of room to grow to these old prices. And the question become what to do now with the position. My position is up almost 25% now. I bought my shares a little bit over $13 US. And so I'm up 25%, almost 25%, but it's also the smallest position in my portfolio, and so the absolute performance is not that high. And the question is, what can I do now with this position? Is it maybe time to take the profits or just wait and hold and hope for a full recovery? With this said, I also talked in my last video about the Q3 earnings of Air Canada. There are also mentioned that the revenue is 86% year over year down. As I said, the revenue is almost gone. And so it's all about cash and costs for Air Canada in this terrible time for airlines. And so they reduce the spending by $3 billion through 2023. That's a plan. For example, by delaying the purchase of new aircraft. And in the span of the Q1 to Q3 2020, Air Canada cuts the spending by more than 50%. And on the other side, they have nearly $3.8 billion in cash and overall $8.2 billion of liquidity, including cash and short and long-term investments. So they still have a stable cash and liquidity, and so they can handle this situation for a while, not forever, but at least for a relatively long period of time. And with that, they are in a position where they can say they will not sell an equity stake to Ottawa to the government in return for government aid. In an interview with BNN Bloomberg, Air Canada's president and CEO Calin Rovinescu said the company will need the government to step in and provide financial aid if it has to provide a refund to customers on cancelled flights. However, Rovinescu also clarified Air Canada will not sell any equity stake to Ottawa as part of the deal given the poor history of state ownership in airline companies. Rovinescu said, "Our objective has been not only to survive, but to be competitive coming out of the pandemic. We are competing with carriers around the world that have been supported by the government, so we'd hope the terms would be on a reasonable basis." That's a statement of the CEO, and I'm also very skeptical about government aid. Just an example, right now in Germany, the government helped a lot with the Deutsche Lufthansa, and it's in disaster for the shareholders. The government helped Deutsche Lufthansa, but it's a terrible deal for the current shareholders. And as I tried to explain, I think Air Canada right now is in a position where they can say, yeah, we want to take aid, but just for a reasonable price. And of course, on the other side, there is a hope that with better testing, their passengers will come back and the revenue will come back. And of course, also with the vaccine and today, AstraZeneca, after Pfizer and Moderna published that they are also very close for a highly effective vaccine, and hopefully on this front something will happen very soon, and hopefully we will get a working vaccine, maybe at least at the start of the new year. And with this, hopefully things will change significantly, and so the world will come back a little bit more to normal. As I said also in other videos, I don't think a vaccine is the solution for everything, but at least it would be a big step back to normal. And so just hope the best, not just for Air Canada, but for the whole world. And so the question becomes, what will I do with my Air Canada stake? And it's still a high risk, and so I will just stay with my position. I will not add because, as I said, it's still high risk. Nobody knows what will happen and how effective will be the vaccine, and also the testing, and how will it change even to lift the travel restrictions, and how much the revenue for the airlines and for Air Canada will come back. And so I just stay with my shares and hope for the best. And with that, I also want to give you my weekly insight of my portfolio. This week, there were no dividends coming in. And so it's just a short look at all my positions. Here you see all positions in my real money portfolio, which I started as the 2nd of December 2019. And as you see, there is a lot of green. This is very, very nice. And if you are new to my channel, you find the deeper analysis to all of these businesses on my channel, where I take a look at the business model, on the balance sheet, on all the financial numbers, and then calculate the intrinsic value and explain when and why I bought into these companies. And so feel free to check this out, and if you find any value of this video or even the other videos, just subscribe to the channel and follow me on my road. And with this portfolio, I made a performance since the 2nd of December when I started this North American portfolio of 32%. And this is a quite impressive outperformance to the S&P 500 of almost 18% right now. And this is really great, even more because, as you see when you see the positions in my portfolio, there's not a lot of tech, not a lot of the hyped tech. There's a lot of old economy, boring businesses, stable businesses. What you can see here is that you can outperform the market even with these businesses. You don't have to be on every hype to make a good return. And that's the goal of the channel. I want to invest for the long term, so almost all of these positions are really for the long term, and in the best case I will never sell. We will see how this will work out and if this positive trend will continue. And if you want to follow me on this road, just subscribe to the channel and you will get a weekly insight of my real money portfolio. And with that, I'm one of the few YouTubers who give you an insight of his real money portfolio. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you want to follow me on my road to financial freedom, just subscribe to my channel. And if you really like this video, give me a big thumbs up. This helps my little channel a lot and the YouTube algorithm. Ring the notification bell to never miss another video. And then we will see the next time with the analysis of another stock. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.